Hello, my beautiful beauties, my wonderful lovelies. A pleasant morning to you. Now, I want to encourage my dear Prime Minister Andrew Holness to read 2 Samuel's 8 and verse 15. And King David, he ruled over all Israel. So he ruled the Israelites and he dealt with the people fairly and justly. Some versions will say he dealt with them in a just and right manner. So King David would have been a wealthy man. His son became wealthier than he, was, as we all know, and the wisest man in his day. But King David was such a loved man by God. It's not that God loved him more than anybody else, but because his heart was in the right place, he really wanted to please God and to do good by people, that God had to make him king. And the preceding scriptures actually said that God made him successful after one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, because he dealt with the people fairly, justly, and in a right manner. So, for example, he never had a flashy home and a flashy car while the people driving jalopies or broke down vehicles, can't pay their bills, suffering, begging, having to take loans from loan sharks and can't manage to pay. David ensured that everybody was doing well financially because he understood that money answered a lot of things or all things, as the Bible says. Go and read it, 2 Samuel's 8 and verse 15, and you can read the preceding, the ones that follow, that God made him successful after being successful and successful and successful, because he had a heart for God and for people. He followed the first commandment, part A and part B, loving God with all of his heart, with all of his mind, with all of his soul, with all of his strength, and loving his neighbor, which includes everybody that he came in contact with, and maybe those that he did not, just as how he loves himself. He said to himself, how would I feel if it were me and somebody was leading over me? What do I want for myself? That's what he did. So if you want to take that exorbitant salary, sir, the 20 million yearly, ensure that people are getting at least half the amount across the public sector. Yes, bright minds, young leaders, or young leaders and bright minds are needed in other sectors too, not just politics. They're needed in other sectors too. I guess the private sector can deal with their aspect, but they're needed in other areas. So we need the other areas of the public sector to be attractive. You have to be a good leader for that, sir. So we need that increase too. Magnolious. Guys, follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this.